Scientists on the Polarstern research ship, who were involved in the huge polar project known as the MOSAiC expedition, have claimed that ice is melting faster than ever before in history. Physicists from the Alfred Wegener Institute, located in the city of Bremerhaven in Germany, have presented new evidence that the expansion of ice in the Arctic Ocean in the summer of last year was only half as large as it was decades ago. An international team of scientists were on board the research icebreaker Polarstern that had a central role in the Multidisciplinary Drifting Observatory for the study of Arctic climate, which is commonly shortened to the MOSAiC expedition. It was a one-year-long study in the central Arctic and lasted from September 2019 until October last year, and the team have just presented their findings now. 8 months after the end of the MOSAiC mission, Chief Scientist Marcus Rex from the Alfred Wegener Institute said that the evaluated ice was only half as thick as it was over a century ago. He added that the ocean had managed to absorb and store large amounts of heat during the ice-free time in the summer. This, he said, was stopping new ice forming and melting the existing ice. Marcus Rex revealed that more than 150 terabytes of data and tens of thousands of samples of ice, snow, water and air had been brought home to help them reach their conclusions, now published in 2 studies. According to the first study, warmer water masses have hindered ice growth in the Barents and Kara seas for years. Sea ice physicist Dr. Robert Ricker explained that young, thin ice conducts heat significantly better than thick ice, and therefore protects the sea less effectively from cooling. At the same time, more water freezes on the bottom of the ice, which is why thin ice grows more quickly than thick ice. He said they had to analyse satellite data from the ESA Climate Change Initiative and found that in the period from 2002 to 2019, less and less sea ice formed, especially in the Barents Sea and the Kara Sea. If new ice does form, it was significantly thinner than before. In the second study, the scientists demonstrated that the rising ocean heat is also slowing ice formation near the Laptev Sea in the Arctic Ocean. Experts from the University of Alaska Fairbanks recorded the unusually high temperatures in the waters north of the Laptev Sea from January to May 2015 and found out that the heat rose from the depths with Atlantic water masses and slowed the winter ice growth. Marcus Rex emphasised that the evaluations made within the next few years will show whether the year-round Arctic ice can still be saved. He warned that if the Arctic was to become ice-free over the summer, it could trigger uncontrolled floods, which would increase global warming, and pointed out that reducing greenhouse gas emissions is crucial to achieve desired climate targets. One of the Polarstern scientists, Stefan Arndt, said that we are now on the tipping point, and on the other side is the disappearance of the summer sea ice in the Arctic forever. He said it meant that we might possibly be the last generation to experience an ice-covered Arctic.